Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Leanne here, and today's topic is going to be how we can stretch ourselves. It kind of reminds me of, was it the Incredible Hulk, that guy was that the green guy? We just stretched and stretched until we broke his arms and legs off and all the goo ran out. That's really not the kind of stretching I'm talking about, but we can physically stretch ourselves and go beyond our what we thought was possible. I know that because of yoga. Now that I've been doing it consistently, um, for the first time in my life for about 9 months, I'm able to do stretches and touch the ground with my hands flat out, which I would have never thought was possible. But I was able to do that because I just continued to practice and didn't limit myself in my mind. So today, let's think of some ideas of how we can stretch ourselves, because we're meant to be that big person and do lots of great things. And like I've said before, your greatness is going to look different than my greatness. And so don't compare yourself. Just stretch yourself in whatever way that you can today. And surround yourself with people that believe in you, because maybe you don't believe in yourself yet. And that's what happened to me, about 3 years ago. I started attending Unity Church, and pretty soon after I joined, the new minister had asked me if I would step in and do affirmations, which I really honestly had just been learning about affirmations. I thought, wow, I don't know if I'm qualified, but he obviously saw something in myself that I hadn't seen yet, so I decided to stretch myself and say yes and just go for it. And that it's turned out great. It definitely has stretched me into taking the time to learn more about the spiritual principles. It's also gotten me up in front of people, and just trusting that what I say, I can't worry about what others are going to think. I just have to stretch myself and do the best that I can. And from there, about a year ago, he invited me to. He was going to be out of town and said, "Hey, Leanne, you want to do the Sunday lesson while I'm gone?" I said, "Me? I'm not a trained minister. I don't." He said, "No, you'll do great." So not only did he had to stretch himself outside of his comfort zone to take the risk of trusting his congregants, his flock, his home, his people that he serves, in the hands of myself. And I said yes to that, because I just knew, even though it was going to be very challenging for me mentally to do that, that was a big stretch in my imagination. If someone would ask me, 2 or 3 years ago, if I would ever be on the stage at a church delivering a Sunday lesson, I would have said, probably a few cuss words in there too. Are you kidding me? But I did it, and so I stretched myself, and I've grown so much from that experience of just stepping outside of my comfort zone. There goes the plane. Sorry. So today I would like for you to think about something that maybe you've been wanting to do, but you maybe have a little bit of fear or anxiety, or just you're afraid what others are going to think, and none of that really matters. That's a good sign that it might be something that you need to do, that you might need to stretch yourself and just try. What's the worst thing that could happen? And if you're someone that coaches people, or is a boss, or is a business owner, or you have a network marketing business, maybe a great way to stretch your team would be to invite them to step up, to maybe take on a project or do something they have never done before, because that also stretches you as a person, and it allows the other person to step up and be their big selves. Because sometimes, I'm speaking about myself, I like to do things myself. Well, and that's not always a great way to either to stretch myself or to allow others to stretch. So if we step back, and if we work from our strengths, and then we allow others to pick up the areas that maybe we're not so good at, it allows them to grow and stretch into some abilities that maybe they didn't know they had, or maybe they knew they had them, but they were looking for the perfect opportunity to be able to stretch themselves mentally, physically, spiritually. So it's a great opportunity for all of us to make a difference in the world by getting outside of our comfort zone and just stretching what we believe is possible for ourselves. Because what I know for sure is everyone that's watching this, and everyone who's not watching this, we can do greater things, and we're meant to do greater things. But that requires us to get a little uncomfortable and make that decision that we're just going to try it, and it doesn't matter what the outcome is. It doesn't matter what others think, because it really doesn't. It matters what it does for you internally. and then the expression of that is a blessing to the world. So let's go out and do something that stretches yourself today, whether it's, you know, a physical challenge, a mental challenge, a spiritual challenge. And then after you've done it, why don't you put a comment on my Facebook page underneath this video and let me know how that went for you. You may not have immediate results or anything, but you can at least tell me maybe what you did today to stretch yourself. So have a fantastic Tuesday here in Kansas. It's gorgeous, so hope wherever you're at the sun is shining. If it's not, let that internal sunshine shine throughout the day, and have a fantastic day. Take care. Live big. Bye-bye.